What's going on, my fellow residents? It's me, TheFrozenCavern, and today we're going to continue to our blind journey through Jak 3. In the last episode, we just barely got saved by Damus, and in this episode, well, we're going to go off with him, but I'm really curious about what this bad weather thing is. Like, most of the crazy stuff I didn't really care too much about, but bad weather just sounds interesting. I don't know if it affects this area, though. Oh, so is it literally just rain? I hope that's not. Okay. Oh, well, there's thunder. That actually might be pretty cool. But, oh, right, I forgot we can shoot stuff. So, we don't really have to focus on these guys, but we are going to have to just practically blaze through everything. There we go. Okay, so this is kind of like the same thing that we did on the KG ship. That's blocked, though. Okay. There we go. We're going to have to get more of these kills. But this section should actually be pretty easy. I think this is like one of the most powerful vehicles in the game. And we are like really close to the end of the game, so if this is the most powerful vehicle, I wouldn't be very surprised. Come on, let's go. Oh, it uses all three though. But it does gain it back, so that's good. Knock it down, boys. But yeah, this bad... I did not even press the button there, but... Okay, I don't... Wait. Can I not back up? That's... Because I'm pressing square. Why are you going forward constantly? Stop. Okay, I think it was because my R2 button was, like, stuck down. I don't know why this controller is a little sticky for some reason. There we go. So, constantly I'm going to have to make sure I check up on the R2 button, make sure it's not held down. It's going to be a little bit awkward, but it should be fine. That's really weird. This is the only episode where that has actually happened, but whatever. We're gonna ignore that for now. I don't know. By the way, I just want to say this vehicle controls way better than most of the other vehicles, but problem is terrain is really bumpy, so yeah, that's not exactly the best thing to compensate for that. And to be honest, the bad weather actually kind of works out for this area like a lot. Okay, I was expecting to just go fast. I wasn't trying to tumble over like that. But this just looks like a straight up junkyard. I mean, it's kind of not... Ow, I got hit dead on by that. I mean, it's not all that surprising, but at the same time, it's interesting. You don't really see many terrain like this, well, much terrain like this in the other games. Even in Jak 1, where, to be honest, Jak 1 had like the most variety in terms of like terrain and areas and stuff like that, so for it to not have like some kind of junkyard area. Well, then again, Jak 1 didn't have the metal heads either, which would allow for something like this to probably happen, but it's just interesting to see the diversity. And I'm getting hit a lot. I should probably stop doing that. But at the same time, I don't exactly care too much. The enemies don't pose too much of a threat. Let me get over to this thing. Well, aside from the flying ones, they're pretty difficult to actually aim at. And by difficult, I mean downright impossible, I think. Okay, I said that and I hit one. Alright, we need to use our speed boost to actually get ahead, like, really fast, because at some point we're going to end up dying if we don't. Let's go. So yeah, I'm gonna try and speed through this. I'm gonna... No! Okay. I got very lucky there, because the car was still going downhill. Bump into that. I was hoping for it to, like, kind of stop, but, whatever. Out the way. I also love how I can just run them over, and they'll just instantly die. Issue is, I can't shoot them, and, well, I can shoot them sometimes and they'll instantly die, but other times, no. That's not the way to go. Let's do a quick little turn here. And hopefully not die. Of course, throw that right on top of me, game. I am very appreciated by that. I forgot, we can jump. We haven't had to jump this entire time. Oh, this is going to be very awkward to try and do. Hey, I got it. Problem is, we still have a bunch of other ones. Okay. And hopefully we won't die. We're getting a little bit further now. We have more health than last time, I think. But we should be almost done, hopefully, and I can just ram into this. I'm not gonna speed boost because it's kind of, oh goodness. Oh wait, no, we don't have to make a jump. Good. I was very worried about that because this mission does not have checkpoints. Yay. If all the missions have checkpoints, well, this one isn't too bad, but at the same time, it's like, it could have used the checkpoints. It really could have.
Not bad driving, kid. It was a good fight. And a good day to die. I'm very proud to have been by your side in the end. This world is not yet out of heroes.
We did well together. Don't move out.
Please, promise me one thing. Promise me you'll find my son, Mar. You'll know him when you see this. He's wearing an amulet just like it. A symbol of our lineage with the great house of Mar.
We're his son.
People, Jack, they need you.
Okay. I swear, Jack and Daxter, when it comes to story, Jack and Daxter is great. They always... Okay, I'm gonna shut up.
Hoping to harness your eco powers for my experiments. Then I lost you to the underground. You seem upset. Did I tell you too late? You were the son of the great warrior Deimos. Oh, and he never knew. How delightful. Ah! Veger! Thank you for opening the door to the precursors. Don't worry. I'll be back to put you out of your misery.
Nah.
You're willing to go down there? Without a fuss this time.
Yeah, well, don't get used to it. It's just that nobody hurts my best friend and lives to brag about it. Let's get
Exactly, I wouldn't let him get away with that either. But, as I was saying, Jack and Daxter... Oh, this again. That's fun. But anyways, Jack and Daxter, they managed to get the plot twist very, very... Like, they managed to always get them right. They do them very, very well. Although I am kind of upset that Deimos kind of just died to a relative car accident. Okay. Like father, like son, huh? Okay, that was a little too soon. Okay, so I'm wanting to try and talk. Problem is, this can kill me very easily, but I'm gonna try and talk anyways. So, from what has happened in Jack's lifetime is that I'm assuming he at first grew up like out in the desert, maybe, and then like Deimos sent his son over into... Well, actually, no. Why would he not know that? Well, then again, when people age, you don't really know, especially if you haven't seen them in literally forever. But what I'm assuming happened is that Deimos, like, was at first just keeping his son under wraps, and then, you know, like, training him up and all that, which would also kind of explain his, well, like, Jack's obsession with battling and junk. And then he sent Jack into the underground to keep him protected, maybe. And then, of course, go back in time to make sure he didn't have to deal with anything that was going on in the underground. And then he grew up into Jack 2, to where he had to send his past self back into the past, and now we're here. Of course.
You have proven your worth, warrior. We grant you the gift of evolution. The honor of becoming one of us.
Step aside! I will be the one who evolves into a precursor. The right is mine!
Be careful what you wish for.
It is done. Don't worry, Jack. It is for the greater good that I assume this role.
Even now, it may be too late. If Errol awakens the dark ship's cargo, all will be lost.
Listen, Glow Boy. We've been doing all your dirty work while you slept in the stars. So stop it!
Inefficient. I told you we needed a backup hero. We should have gone with Plan B. Ow! Hey, cut it out! We are unhappy with your performance. If you had been a true hero, you would have stopped Errol by now.
Oh my god.
Huh.
Well, now we are even more angry, and we order you to avert your eyes, or we...
Lovely. Fourth wall breaking, but
Oh, bother. They look like me? Not what you expected.
Yeah, we like get that a lot.
Don't look so upset. If you knew we precursors were a bunch of little fuzzy rats, would you worship us? Could we run the universe?
Not possible, buddy.
So, we fluff up the myth a bit.
And we get the respect we deserve.
You idiots! Get down from there and stop defiling that glorious machine!
Do not let our size fool you. We are the most powerful beings in the universe.
We are?
What does Daxter look like?
Ah, yes. All eco contains the source of our essence. Our code, so to speak. When Daxter touched the dark eco, he was actually blessed when he thought he was cursed. Woohoo!
wait, so why didn't... I mean, Jack was practically injected with the stuff, so...
Wait a minute. They have pants.
These trespassers? And I wanted to evolve into the... No!
A little drafty, isn't it? The only way to ensure that Errol will not awaken the ship's cargo is to go there yourself and stop him. We will send you there from here.
But the weapon.
Chill out, buddy. You should have Mondale minutes to go there and get back here pronto. I mean, way before the...
Hopefully before.
Ba-boom! Oh, yeah!
Let's move.
You idiots. I told you we needed a plan B.
Okay, so... Oh, wait, we are on a time limit. Let's go! And hopefully find him. I don't know where he is. We're just gonna have to run and hope that we find him, so it's probably best to ignore all the enemies here, unless we actually do have to kill them. We might have to kill them. That's... Oh, goodness, that's bad. Okay. Unless this is the wrong entrance, but I'm not entirely too sure. Let's go over to the other side, see how well that works. No. Okay. Let's try killing. That might do stuff. Maybe. Yep. Okay. But just bunch of... I swear, it's always the... Okay, that was a mistake. Okay, it's... I swear, it's always the endings to Jack and Daxter that just throw everything at you at once. And I swear the plot twists are good, but right now we need to focus more on getting over to Errol before, I guess, the world ends. That's quite tragic. Let's hopefully just do... Oh, no, I wanted to... Oh, that's ice, not water. No, no! Oh, goodness, spheres. Okay, let me deal with these guys first. They're going to be very annoying as I try platforming, as they usually are. But I'm running out of ammo for this. This is bad. Okay. The final part where I really, really need ammo, I'm not going to have it. That is very, very bad. There, and go. Okay. Come on. We can do this. I'm not too bad at this game, hopefully. Oh, wait. That was the wrong setting. There we go. Out of the way. Oh, wait. I think I actually have to kill them, too. Get out of the skies. There we go. By the way, I have a feeling the Peacemaker would actually work out a lot better here, but actually, in this section in particular, there we go. Let's have them all lined up. Very nice for us. I'm gonna heal real quick. Oh, time does not stop when we're healing. That is bad. Okay. Let's just do our best to get you out the sky. There we go. Wrong buttons, please. There we go. Just be careful. There we go. Oh goodness, how long is this? I'm really hoping that it's not going to come like down to the wire, because that's going to be really bad. Okay. I'm also like I'm like really worried about making these jumps. Like the camera angle is a little weird when it comes to like landing and junk. Alright, made it there. You're in the way. Wait, we're able to use this while we're in flight mode? Okay, didn't know that. Issue is that the thing does drain while we're like this, so... There we go, alright. Let me heal again. Alright, and we go. Okay, I guess we are not able to... Thank you for just spawning out of nowhere. Okay, I gotta do a lot very quickly. Let's try this. Actually, the Peacemaker might help out. Especially with the fact that I'm out of 2 weapon types of ammo now. Oh goodness, this is bad. Not to mention I also still have to fight Errol. Probably. Oh, this is bad. This is probably the worst state I've been for final areas of a game throughout the entire series. Alright, timer stopped. That's good.
These nasty things ever wake up, the planet's finished.
All of these dark makers at my command. Just think what I could do.
You're through, Errol. Even if we both die.
Jack?
Let's go, Dax.
Alright, gotta just run for it, even though we kind of didn't take care of Errol though. We're gonna have to in a bit. Okay, this is gonna be really, really bad. Okay. Alright, come on, just gotta keep fighting against the wind. This is... Of course. Alright, there we go, and through the gate. In the nick of time, because you know they wouldn't let you die. Especially when you're just at the end.
We did it! Woohoo!
Not yet.
You will all die in my hand.
This guy just won't quit!
It's headed for the city. We gotta defend it. For Deimos.
The last charge of the Dark and Light Brigade! Let's do it, partner!
To the end.
Alright. Oh goodness, time to take care of this guy, and it's going to feel like a Breath of the Wild boss, honestly, because they're... Well, I don't really know how this plays out, so let's find that out first. Then see if this will actually play like a Breath of the Wild boss, because there is a boss that is pretty similar to this from what we have so far. But let's just see how things work. Okay, we have 14 of whatever those are. And I'm assuming we just have to destroy those. It's usually how it works. Okay, assuming they're like... okay, that's actually going to be really difficult to aim at. Okay. Doesn't say that we're on a time limit, although I would assume since he is heading for the city, and we want to stop him before he gets there. But, there we go. Yeah, that's going to be a little hard to actually hit, because it's not like most of the other time when it's locked on to specific things. You actually have to angle yourself at it. And that was a very bad landing. Come on, hit it. Those are at very bad angles, but I'm hoping you can hit. There we go. Yeah, like it'll aim a little bit upward whenever you're near it, but aside from that, it's a little awkward still. Okay, all this super rocky terrain. Well, it's not really rocky. It's more hilly, if that's an actual adjective, which is probably... Oh, it could and couldn't, but we're not focusing on that. Not focusing on whether I can speak English or not, which, knowing my Let's Plays, that's a definite no, but more focus on this. Oh my, those are actually accurate. Okay. I'm gonna need him to stop doing that. Come on. And they also don't take too much to actually, like, destroy. Okay, I might need to try and get ahead of him. There's nothing I can, like, crash into to get any turbo, though, which is an issue. Which is an issue. Aim up. There we go. Okay, got that one. That should be all on one foot. Okay, don't know what I just crashed into, but whatever. I saw that there was something green that just randomly appeared, so I'm assuming it was that saw blade. Or whatever that was. There's still 5 left. Looks like there's 4 on the map. That's weird. Okay. I'll try and take this game's word for it. Alright, come on. Yay, water is like the worst thing when it comes to driving around here. Yeah, I have to get ahead if I'm going to be able to hit like the ones on the other end. And he keeps nailing me with all of his attacks. This is bad. Oh, goodness. Okay, that's one. This one on... which foot is it? I think it's the one ahead. Okay, that was very close, but I'm still very close to death as well. Oh, goodness. I have a huge feeling I'm just gonna get randomly sniped by a bomb or something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if that happened. That or I'm gonna crash into a wall. Wouldn't be surprised if that happened also. To be honest, the worst death would probably be me. Okay, that was very close of a bomb. I'm just trying to hit your feet, man, but you won't let me. Or hit the spots on your feet. Don't crush me. It's okay. Oh my, please. Finally! Goodness, I'm sorry, but I don't like this boss. This boss is not good. Oh, it's not over yet. Okay. Let's continue. To be honest, I was also hoping that it wasn't like it because goodness, that actually this is actually working a lot like a Breath of the Wild boss again because now we're climbing the thing. Anyways, goodness, I guess we just scale the rest of this. But that boss was so bad. Let me up. But okay, let me up when I'm not on it. Sure, that makes sense, game. There we go. What? Yeah, no, I don't like that boss. That boss was so bad. Basically, the reason why I'm saying that is because driving around, now, as I've stated before, driving is better than it has been in the previous installments. Issue is, the terrain is very bumpy, and that can cause you to take a lot of damage that you don't want to be taking. And then it also causes you to... You can also get stepped on. That's one way I died, by the way. You can get stepped on. So, you know, that's fine and dandy. But, I'm assuming we're supposed to shoot all the tentacles away so that we can actually do damage. Let me do this for safe. If you aim at the thing... Jack, please aim at the enemy surrounding you and not literally anywhere else. That's also another thing. The cart does not auto-aim half the time for some reason. Like, there are times where it will, and then there's also times where it won't. It just doesn't make sense. Now, I'm pretty sure we're just in a dodging phase right now. Over that. Am I supposed to attack him when that's down? Ow. That was a bad time, but do I do that? No? Okay. Let's try it whenever... Okay, this isn't auto-aim either, so if I'm doing this wrong, which I probably am, then, crap. Because... Like, I see the things on the back of him, but am I supposed to just shoot at that? Like, that's the only thing I can assume. And it's also giving us Dark Eco for some reason, at least. It might just be for the battling here, but... I don't really know. Jack, aim downward. My goodness. Is it that difficult to aim downward? And also, there's no healing in this, so yay. My complete crutch is gone. Okay, so we're supposed to just shoot at it. And apparently he's going to start banging his head up against us. That's bad. Okay, so from what it looks like, the Peacemaker is pretty good for getting rid of the tentacles, but I do want to try and save that for the actual, like, head. I'm getting hit by literally everything. This is not doing all that well. Next hit will actually kill me. Okay, let's just use this. This can practically instantly kill them. And it's giving us plenty of ammo for it, so... Why not? I'm just hoping this guy does not start attacking us, like, mid... whatever this section is. Oh, no. Dodge. Okay. As long as we're moving, it seems to be fine. No, don't start adding enemies to this. That's fun. Okay. Got a running gun. Okay, so don't go towards them. Okay, by the way, I didn't exactly see the light eco pod thing, whatever this is called before. So yeah, let's just use that. Instantly getting my crutch back. Alright, jump over. He doesn't seem to have any other attacks for now. There we go. Looks like it's going to take 5 hits. Well, not from here on out. It's like 3 hits from here on out, but from what it looks like, just a few more. By the way, am I able to shoot that? And of course, Jack won't aim at the enemies that are right in front of him, but... Okay, I'm assuming I can only just dodge that, which is pretty impossible from what it looks like. And by the way, this section takes forever for whatever dumb reason. Thankfully, I can just mow them down, but at the same time, it's like... this section could go a little bit faster. And we can only dodge this from, like, the back area. Can't be too close or else we're gonna get shot because that's just how angles work. Alright, jump. And fire. Yeah, like the attack pattern is pretty much the same for the most part. And I almost jumped clean off the edge, but I'm surprised that didn't hit me. Let me get over to... Aw. I wanted to get over there so I could get the thing again. Oh, he's doing everything at once. That's nice. Let's not deal with that. Oh, no, I guess I was wrong. I guess it's, what was it? It's one, well, not one, 2 more hits. I want to hold this, but I have a feeling I'm going to die if I do. So after this, I'm going to shoot them. There we go. That also homes. I never knew that, but whatever. And it's also a really fast projectile, so yeah, it's going to have an easy time actually hitting stuff. Let me heal, because I have a feeling I'm going to die, like, if I get hit by that. Ow! Okay, that's fair. I guess that's to punish me for healing up during the fight, but also, it's just cheap. Okay, I want to assume I just jump over that, because I haven't figured out a way to actually dodge that move yet. And hopefully it won't just completely murder me the entire fight. Oh, you're gonna do this first. Okay, that's actually kind of bad. There we go. And last time, yep. That should be the last time. Yep, 3 times the charm. And final blast. By the way, I wonder if that's actually connected to the weapon that I use in particular, or if that's just to the particular cutscene, like it's actually just rendered out that way.
Thank you, brave people of this planet. Onin, Samos, and all. Your strength and wisdom in these dark times give us reason to fight on.
My life's work, it turns out, was spent searching for a bunch of furballs.
Onan says it is a great day for the universe.
Jack, you are the greatest of heroes. You have turned the tide against the Dark Makers, and together we will win this war.
But dude, there are like way more challenges in the future. Ha! Or was it the past?
Yes, yes, I was getting to that.
More adventures? Where have I heard that before?
We need heroes like you to help us protect the universe, Jack.
Then you can call me by my first name, by what my father called me, Mar.
Wait, Jack is Mar? The Mar?
Come then, Ma. No time like the present.
You coming, Dax?
I got all I need right here, baby. But if you need me, and I know you will, you know where to find me.
Oh, Daxter, my little hero.
We owe you much, Daxter, for all you've done. For your bravery in the face of incredible danger, we shall grant you your deepest desire.
You know, I could really use a snazzy pair of pants, like yours.
Wow, those are sharp. I wish I had a pair just like that.
Be careful what you wish for.
Don't worry, honey. You get used to it. Oh, and you may want to shave some parts. Trust me.
Hey! Thanks for everything, partner.
You are a great hero, Daxter.
This is gonna be good. They think I'm a god. And they're right. Our hero.
This is going to be a long trip.
Where do you think you're going, little bugger? I've decided I want my own sidekick, and you've been nominated. We're gonna be a great team. Just don't make me angry.
Are you ready, Jack? We have something to show you.
What?
The universe.
I couldn't leave you, Dax. With all our adventures ahead, you wouldn't last a second without me.
Ah, what a team we are!
Yeah, well, the next adventure, I call the shots. Put it in, partner. Ha! Psych! Oh, yeah. Life is good.
Man, they didn't exactly have many adventures after that. I mean, is X canon? I don't know if X is canon, but they have X, again, not sure if that's canon. And then there's the one game no one ever talks about because everyone hates that game. And then Jack 4, which never came out and possibly never will. Okay, so anyways, by the way, this is an wait, is the bad weather still playing over the credits? I hope it's not, because I hear the rain as well. I think the bad weather's playing over the credits. That's actually kind of funny. But anyways, time for the review of the game. So, let's start off with story. Story, this is a very big tie between 2 and 3, because 2 and 3 definitely had some of the best, like, plot twists in the entire series. But what could I go with? 2 or 3 for best story, because like before I got to this point, I was definitely saying that 2 would have been the best story, but in terms of now, I mean, I'm gonna have to go with 3, because 3 answered a lot of questions that have been around since 2 and possibly even 1, because we now know what the precursors look like. We now know who Mar is. We know that Jack is apparently Deimos's son, who is also Mar. And Veger, my dude, you are evil, but alright, so gameplay. Now, I do like, well, one thing I want to bring up that someone in the comments brought up is that like the powers of light and dark Jack they're more gimmicky and require you to use them only when they're kind of needed, aside from, well, I guess health. Yeah, that's kind of when you need it, because of course low on health. And then the time thing, I never got a use for that other than the first time, which made me so disappointed in that ability. Really, I think the only time you could use that is to run away from a fight, but most of the time you're not going to be able to really do that. But whatever. And then Dark Jack, yeah, Dark Jack was definitely used a lot more as a gimmick, but I don't really know how to take that, because on one angle it's more, oh, you use it more, but on the other angle it's like it's way more of a gimmick for just opening doors, which that's not exactly, I mean, it's better than before, but at the same time not much. And for me, it doesn't take too much for it to be better than Jack 2's Dark Jack. But in terms of the weapons were actually like really fun to use. It's just that I didn't also use like a good majority of them, especially like 2 of the other purple weapons, because I never really felt a huge need to. Once you find like the one particular weapon that can just sweep everything, like the Tesla cannon, which I was using for practically half the game, then you don't really need to use anything else. It's just kind of use whatever, and they give you plenty of ammo throughout the game, so you don't really have to worry too much about running out. So again, his name's Cyber Earl, even though they never call him that. Anyways, but again, it's just ammo is always there, so you're always able to just roll over everything once you get the Tesla cannon. For me anyways, but it might be different for other people. Yeah, Jinx, I don't care about you at all. You might honestly be my least favorite character. Anyways, now going back to the whole story thing, they didn't really use Kira at all, to be honest. They didn't use Kira. Samos was barely used either. I mean, he was in cutscenes, but Kira definitely wasn't used at all. I mean, at least in Jak 2, like, she had some form of a purpose. And then in Jak 1, she was one of the somewhat main characters. So, of course, she had a pretty big influence on the game. But for Jak 3, she didn't really have much to it, which is weird. And then we also didn't really figure out all too much about Sig. I mean, yes, he was a spy that was inside of Haven City, but aside from that, don't exactly know too much. And he also started talking about, oh, how like everyone else is weak and all that kind of stuff, and they don't really elaborate on that at all. And like I said before, there was one moment earlier on where Jak was like, oh, no one in Haven City actually cared about me, and then they don't bring that up again. That's one thing that I didn't like in Jak 2 when it came to Dark Jak, because in Dark Jak it was at the very beginning where they brought it up, and I thought that at some point it was going to be like, oh, he's going to learn how to use the Dark Jak powers, but he kind of doesn't elaborate on that at all. Well, the story doesn't really elaborate on that at all, which, again, that's also really disappointing. But overall, using like the guns and the powers, they were fun to use just the entire time. So, to be honest, this is probably my favorite game out of the 3. But I'm gonna have to decide all that at some point. But I also don't know how long the credits are. I'm assuming they're almost over, considering we've now gotten to the Otzel, or precursors. It's crazy how the precursors are literally just rats, dude. I mean, it's not too crazy. I mean, you can call anything a god, really. I mean, the Egyptians worshipped... I say they worshipped something, but I don't remember. Anyways, like, it's not too weird. I'm still really upset that the bad weather is lingering over the credits. Like, that makes no sense, but whatever. But driving much better than the other games, but it also could use a little work. I know that's really hypocritical of me because I've been complaining about the vehicles the entire series, but for one thing, terrain was always really, really rocky and bumpy. So having to make some accurate turns, especially near the end of the game. Oh, are they just recycling through all that? Okay. Anyways, especially at the end of the game when you had to drive around and try to blast all the things off the feet, that was one of the most difficult driving sections I've ever had to do. Oh, there's no after credit thing. Okay, then I guess everything else is literally just side stuff, which is surprising. But yeah, there's not, well, when it comes to driving, again, better than the last 2 games, but there are some things that I still didn't like about it. And also, it doesn't help that, like, one of the vehicles is also really slippery, but at the same time, I couldn't have wished for anything better. Well, I say that, but I am. But when it comes to the Jak and Daxter series, thankfully, they finally got better with the driving, in my opinion. But it ended up, you know, making the thing overall better. Now, checkpoints. Checkpoints were so much better in this game. And I don't really think that they needed too much work. There were a few times where I'm like, oh, okay, that actually kind of sucks. But it was better than Jak 2, especially. Jak 2, no. Checkpoints were awful in that game. But, what was one more thing I was going to bring up? I forget. Oh, right. And also, wait, are we able... I actually don't think we were able to upgrade Dark Jak, which is a little interesting. Yeah, we weren't. To my knowledge, we weren't anyways. This is weird. Okay, but... oh, goodness. We've reached the end of the Jak and Daxter trilogy. However, this isn't the end for Jak and Daxter content, mainly because I'm going to be doing a Jak and Daxter series review. I don't know when that's coming out, but it's going to happen at some point in time. So, that's basically just going to be me reviewing all 3 of the games. Oh, goodness, that's going to be a long video as well. But, oh, goodness, this has been a wild journey throughout the entire year, because this started back in February? I think it was February, that or January. Actually, I don't know. It was one of those 2 months, and now it's over in October. And it's almost at the end of October. That's just crazy, man. But again, thank you all. Well, I didn't say thank you at first, but thank you all for joining me throughout all 3 games. If you have been here for that long, and if you haven't, you can go back to the other 2 games and watch me playing over those, as I did just as terrible in those games as I have in this. But trust me, this won't be the end for Jak and Daxter quite yet. But if you have joined because of Jak and Daxter, make sure you guys check out all the other stuff that I'm doing, because I'm just as proud as all that other stuff as I am with this, because I've managed to get such a big community out of this. And especially with my friend Prodigy XCD, I'm going to leave his link, well, his channel link in the description of this video, so you guys can go over to him and subscribe to him, or whatever it is that you want to do. But goodness, and also Mr. Prodigy XCD, this is a special message for you. Since I had to play through the Jak and Daxter series, I want you, or at least a trilogy, I want you to try and play through the Sly Cooper trilogy. If we can get enough money, I will actually buy Sly Cooper HD and an HDMI splitter. I don't remember if he has that or not, but I will get both of those just so you can play those games. I'm willing to do that unless you're going to try and emulate it or whatever you're wanting to do. But regardless, I want you to try and play the Sly Cooper series now. But I'm just going to leave it off with that. So, until next video, till next Let's Play, till next whatever you see of me, take care. I almost tried to say thank you at the same time, but again, thank you and take care.